Hey everybody, it's Eric from the Mature Minded Gamers group. Today we're covering the Steam Summer Sale 2020. What a great time for a sale. I know it's always one of my highlights of the summer for my gaming. Let's break it down. We're going to cover the best games to play with friends. Now, right now, the sale hasn't started, so I don't know any prices, but I'm going off my best guess. I've talked to people in my gaming groups, and we've decided some of the games that we think are going to be really good games that you should definitely check out and purchase to play with some friends. So we're going to start the list out with A Way Out. So this game originally released a couple years ago on the Origin store and just moved over onto Steam last week, and it currently is 50% off. So I imagine they're going to either keep the sale going for the Steam Summer Sale or maybe a little bit more, but I really doubt it. I think 50% is a great bargain. This is only a two-player cooperative game, but it is a ton of fun. It's got a really good story. It's just fun to play, and I can't recommend it enough. Now, I believe only one person has to own it, and the other person can play for free. Number 2 on the list is Sea of Thieves. By the way, these are in no particular order. They're just how we came up with the list. This is a fantastic game. It has been out for, I think, 2 years. It was an exclusive to the Microsoft Store or to the Xbox, and they just recently brought it over to Steam June the 3rd. Right now, it's not sporting a sale at $40, and I'll tell you, if you have any interest in this game, it's worth the price at $40. But I would expect it to be at a discount during the Steam Summer Sale. I think they're going to allow it. Usually, the product has to be on Steam for at least a month before they do that, and this technically hasn't, but it's been out for a while, so I don't know if they'll make an exception. It may be locked at $40. I'm still going to recommend it even if it's not on sale, just because there's so much content there now, and it's just a blast to play. You can do up to 4-player co-op. The next one I'm going to recommend is Darksburg. This is an early access title that we were able to play when it first released on February 12th. We played some 3-player co-op and had a blast. It supports up to 4-player co-op. It is your standard roguelike co-op adventure with some really crazy battles. It gets very chaotic. You have some super cool powers and a leveling system. It's a lot of fun. They've given it a lot of updates since I've played, and I've been wanting to check it back out since then. But I would definitely see it at the $20 price mark as having at least a 20% off sale, maybe more. And at that price point, I think it's definitely worth taking a look at. Next up is Fallout 76. This game has got some of the most crazy feedback, responses, hate, love that I've ever seen. People either completely hate it or love this game. I fall into the love category. I think Bethesda has really turned it around and made it a great game. If you played it at launch and haven't checked it out since, I want to highly recommend that you jump back in and see all the changes they made and content they've added. They've really filled this game out and made it something fun to play. Normal price is $40. I do expect it to be on sale, maybe even up to 50% off, which is a great deal. Next up is Astroneer. Me and my group have recently been playing this again, and I hadn't played it since it first released back in like 2015 in the Microsoft Store, and they have really filled this game out and made it special. It is a ton of fun. You can do up to 4-player co-op, and there's just so much to do and build. Exploring the world's fun. Going into the cave system's great. Going to the different planets. Really enjoying this game quite a bit. If you haven't played it yet, I would definitely recommend it. Right now, the normal price tag is $30, but it's usually sees at least 50% off on every sale. Next up, our Worlds Collide. If you don't know, we do a lot of board gaming and video gaming in the Mature Minded Gamers, and this one came up as a great game to play with friends. Charterstone, which is a fantastic legacy board game. They've ported it over with a digital edition recently. It supports up to 4-player co-op, and you can have multiple sessions running. You're not locked into one game or anything like that. So I highly recommend this Charterstone. It's $18.99 normal price. I don't know how they'll do their sale. It's a newer release, but I expect them to hit it with at least a 20% off sale, and it's a bargain at that price. You're going to get minimum, the first Legacy Edition is going to be 12 games. I definitely recommend Charterstone, especially if you're a board game fan. You're going to really like this. If you've never played the board game, that's fine. Like I said, this is a great adaptation. All right, next up we have Pulsar Lost Colony. This game has came a long ways in the 5 years that it's been released on Steam. You all control a ship, have different roles: engineer, security, captain, science officer. You can do up to 5 player co op, and it is a blast. I think every time we've jumped into this game, we've had fun. They keep adding new and more things to do, and space stations to explore, and new missions. And they've done a really great job with this game. It does support full VR as well, which is pretty cool. I definitely recommend Pulsar Lost Colony. I imagine it'll be on sale for 50% off. All right, the next one I recommend is Satisfactory, and this is another one that's fitting in that weird area that it's been out longer on the Epic Store, but it just came out on Steam on June 8th, so it hasn't technically been on for a month, so I don't know if they'll be able to put it on a sale. It's currently at 10% off, and even at that price, the normal price of $30, even if you don't get the 10% off, it's worth it. It's a fantastic game if you're into builders. I can't say enough great things about Satisfactory. It is a blast, and I would highly recommend it to anybody who has any interest in it to check it out, even at the full price. I hope they are able to put it on a sale, and I mean, any sale, even the 10% that it's at right now is a steal. Next up is Stellaris. This game, I can't say enough great things about it. I'm a huge fan of 4X games, and this is my favorite. Very complicated, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's got a lot going on. There's a lot of systems you have to learn, but once you get past that, and it does have a tutorial and it's not bad, but once you get past that, it's just a blast. Usually you can get it for like $10, I think, is what the sell price will probably be. It's where it's normally at, and then you're going to get enough taste of the game to see if you like it or not. And the last one on our list is Monster Hunter World. This game, everybody's heard of it. It's a great game. It had a lot of hype, and for a good reason. It's very well done. It is a bit grindy. Normal price for it is $30. I'm assuming they're going to probably have at least a 50% off sale on this one since it's been out for a couple years at this point. It's worth it even at the $30 price tag, but definitely keep an eye on it if you're looking for a game where you can jump in and hunt some giant monsters together. All right, guys, that is 10 games that we think would be great to buy during the Steam summer sale, even if they're not actually at a big discount. They're really fun games that you can play cooperatively with other people during this crazy pandemic time and have a blast. And don't get me wrong, there's a million other games out there, and that's why I want to tell everybody about our Discord. Visit our website, maturemindedgamers.com. You'll see a link to all of our content on YouTube, on Twitch, and a link to our Discord. Make sure you join it. We're constantly talking games, new releases, things we're hyped about, anything that you could ever want. So even if you just want a recommendation for a game, maybe you want help setting up a server, we do all kinds of stuff. We support the community. We support other streamers too. So join our community, help us grow, and let's game together.